Hey everybody, my name is James Nicolau, and this video is for my class Bio 170 at UW Superior. And the video is going to be on the video prompt of Tragedy of the Commons. So it asks us to choose one environmental issue where a common resource can be harmed to benefit individuals, and how it relates to the tragedy of the commons. So the tragedy of the commons is a concept where everyone's common interest is, self-gain or a short-term gain. And if everyone participates in this short-term gain from a resource, whether it's water or food or land or energy or something of that nature, eventually we hit a point where we're taking more than that is produced. And because of that, in the long term, it affects us more greatly than if we were to manage it in the short-term region. So, example would be fishing or hunting, either or. So, in Wisconsin, obviously fishing and hunting are pretty big, and with that, if everyone were to say, if your deer tag is 1 deer this year, or your fish license says, hey, you can only pull out 4 fish today, or something of that nature, use those numbers. Because let's say hypothetically, you know what, nobody's looking, I'm going to grab another deer. Or nobody's looking, I'm going to grab, 6 fish instead of 4, maybe 8 or 10 or 12. Because, let's face it, I'm a big guy, I get hungry. Now, I'm going to be happy that first day. And, maybe the first several weeks, maybe even a couple years doing that. But let's say every hunter and every fisher in Wisconsin decided to do that. Eventually, deer can reproduce at, nice steady rate. But if we're taking the deer population down like that fast, it's not going to even out. Same thing with fish. So eventually, we're going to have deer shortages or fish shortages, and we're going to have to learn to adapt at that point. Now, with the tragedy of the commons, they say, let's, instead of focusing on the short-term goals, let's focus on the long-term goals. And one way we've done that is we have an organized system of how many deer you can have every year. You have to register, you have to get tags, your license, and all that stuff. We have a short window of when you can actually deer hunt. Same thing with fish. You're only allowed so many fish at a certain time. So with us being able to manage our natural resources, we're able to avoid the tragedy of the commons. Thank you.